Hello again and welcome back to Whitetail Survival. Tonight I have a survival kit that I want to go over here. And this is a survival kit. It's made by a company called Izola. And this has not been opened yet. It is in brand new condition. So let's get into this thing. We'll check it out, see what this one contains. All right, so here we are. Here is the kit. And as you can see, this one's pretty big. So it's like 3¼ inches by say 4.5. But this thing's like 1¾ inch thick. And for my European friends here, we got 12 centimeters by 9 centimeters by 4 centimeters. So a little over 4 centimeters. So this is a little bit larger than your, regular Altoids tin, but this is still cargo pocket sized. If I can get a hole in this thing. And we got that on the wrap. And as you can see, it's like a military green color. There's some kind of oil in there. There's some kind of something to keep it from getting corroded, I guess. So let's pop the top on this thing. And we have a nice shiny lid there. And the first thing we're going to get into here is a pair of earplugs. And not only are these good for plugging your ears, but this can also be used for a fishing float. So if you need a bobber, these will work for that also. Next thing here, we got a spool. It says 3.6 meters of 5-pound test. Or 2.5-pound test, maybe. 2.5-pound test. So it's on a foam spool. Let's open this thing and get a look at it. See. So there, yeah, it's nice and thin line. But there's 2 hooks there. Real small hooks. Oh, okay. So these are actually 2 hooks, and they're already on a leader. And the actual line is in here, and it looks a lot heavier than 2.5. So there we have a lead weight and a swivel. So that's pretty cool. It's a different kind of setup than we typically see. The next thing, we have one of these survival saws, a wire saw. And these are good depending on how you use them. It's far better to make a bow saw out of these things. So, I mean, you can use them by fingers, but you have to pull them straight out basically as you use them. You don't want to make a V while you're using them. Next thing, we have a tea light candle. And it's a neat item. After that, we have a ferrocerium rod here with a striker. So here's a way to make fire. And one of these ends is usually squared off. Let's check this out real quick. Scrape that coating off. So there you can see, it does throw sparks. So that's good. Got a way to start a fire. Moving on from there. Now this thing feels pretty heavy. Let's open this up. So got a pair of spring-loaded pliers here. spring back open. It's got the spring down here. Little pair of wire cutters. Regular pliers. Needle nose. They meet up pretty fine. It doesn't feel too bad. Definitely a cheaper set of pliers. There's nothing on this side. But it doesn't feel like they would break immediately. They feel stronger than some of the ones you get in these cheaper kits. And we might as well break a couple of these tools open. See what this thing has in it. Okay, so here is the tools that are included. And we have a large flat. And it is tapered and shaped exactly like a regular flathead. We have a bottle opener and a can opener style tool. I would have to try this on a can to see if it would really work. Typically, these have a small hook up here. So I'm not sure if you'd have enough leverage to cut a can with that or not. Here we have a small tapered flathead. We've got a nail cleaner, a nail file, which I can feel it will work. Here we have a crosscut file. It would do a good job with the same thing. Maybe wood. I'm not thinking this would do good for metal. Here we have a serrated edge knife. And I think it would cut, but it's not real sharp. Here we have a bottle opener and another flathead. It's just slightly bigger than the one on this side. We have a very small Phillips head. Probably number 1, I would say. And then here we have a plain edge knife. Kind of like a clip point, I guess. And that is actually sharp. I can feel it. So these tools are a little stiff to operate right now, but they will work in as time goes. If you really needed this thing, it would be really nice to have, especially if you needed a set of pliers to grab something, take something out of the fire. Or if you needed a knife blade, it's nice to have a multi-tool. Here we have a regular, like number 2 pencil. Write stuff down and whatnot. Here we have one of these like whistle tool type deals. That's plastic. We have a compass on the top. And this is a liquid filled. And as you can see, it does move around down here. But it doesn't, yeah, okay, so there. I was going to say, it doesn't feel like it's moving real freely. But, and again, everything down here is metal, so it messes with these compasses when you're down here. And on this side, you have a whistle. Got some lanyard for a necklace. And here we have a ferrocerium rod, little short one. Let's open this thing up. And on the inside here, it's hard to see it, but you have a signaling mirror. And this would be a case for matches. So there's no matches in this. You would have to put your own in there. But it does have a waterproof seal there. It's a gasket. As you can see, that seals up. Why don't we get a shot of this whistle real quick? We'll do that real fast. All right, and here is this whistle. This whistle has a P in it, so as you can hear. So let's just give this thing a blow real quick. So yes, it's very loud. It sounds like, the sports whistle that your gym teacher blew at you when you were in school, or your coach did. So it's a very loud whistle. So let's get back into the kit. So the next thing in here is a emergency space blanket. So this is really nice. I really like to have a shelter element. It is super nice to have something to cover up with or something to put over you if it's going to rain. So this and this is enough to keep you alive as long as you can light it. So you would have to get a fire going first with this to be able to light this. But I don't know how long this is. There's no mention on the package of how long of a candle this is. But for a few hours, you could sit this between your legs and wrap up in this, and it will keep you warm. It is hard to keep warm in these things just wrapping around your body because the heat wants to blow them around. But if you can get it around you and underneath you and tucked in the right ways, this will help you survive. You won't die wearing it. So other than that, let's go out here, have some final thoughts. And something I wanted to mention before I ended the kit here, I went to put the kit away, and something actually was up against the side, and it fell down into the kit, and it's actually a straight blade, so I don't want to leave that out. There is a cutting tool in here, so it is just a straight razor blade. But other than that, that was the Izola survival kit. And let me know down in the comments below what you thought about this kit, what you would add, what you would take out, what you would replace. There's plenty of room in here, as you see when I took off the lid, that you could add a lot of stuff. You could get rid of the packaging of some of this stuff and add more to it if you wanted to. So it's a pretty cool little kit. It wasn't very expensive. This was an eBay find. So if you look around on there, you'll probably find another one eventually if you want it. But it is a big tin. So it's somewhere, between like the Altoid size tin and then like your BCB survival tins with the roll tops, or like a Henry tin. Henry tin's probably about double the size of this, but so it's a pretty nice size kit. So there's plenty of room for advancement here if you want to put anything in here, take anything out, add something else. But other than that, I want to thank you for watching. And please like, comment, share, subscribe. I really, really appreciate it. Every single comment helps. So please put anything down there. Now, if you just want to have a conversation, jump on down in the comments. I answer every single comment. So I appreciate that. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you guys on the next one.